you're looking to upgrade your armour and find the 4 Great Fairies and Tears of the Kingdom, follow this guide and you eventually will find them all. To begin with, you want to head to the far west near Rito village and head over to the Lucky Clover Gazette. And there you want to chat to this woman and she will help you become a member and a journalist, and the quest will open after that. Once you become a journalist of the Lucky Clover Gazette, you want to head over to the Woodland Stables northeast of central Hyrule and start this quest where the band player will tell you that the Great Fairy up the hill needs to hear the sound of a violin to come out. So you want to go ahead and construct yourself some wheels and a driver's stick on their cart and take them up the hill. Once you've got them to the top, they'll play the violin, and just like that, the first Great Fairy will appear. After meeting the first Great Fairy, she'll mark the other 3 of her sisters on the map, so then you'll know where the rest of them are. To meet the next fairy, you need to head over to the stables in Necluda and chat to Mastro again, and he'll tell you that the Great Fairy won't awaken until she's heard someone banging the sound of a drum. He'll point you to the location of where his drummer lives, and you'll have to begin a new quest to help this guy out. Beats will tell you that he wants to cheer Master up, so he needs 3 coarser bee honey for you to go out and find. Just north of the village, next to him, if you head over there into the woodlands, you'll find 3 beehives you could shoot down and collect the honey. Head on back to Beats and give him the honey, and he'll head straight back to Mastro and the rest of the band. Head on back to Mastro, and he'll tell you that they want to cross the river to get to the Great Fairy, but the bridge is broken and they have no way of getting over. Head over to the edge of the water, and using the materials that are close by, construct yourself a speedboat and stick their carriage on top of it. Adjust it correctly so they can all fit on it, and you should be able to make your way across. Once you've made your way across, the fairy will hear the sound of the drums, it'll open up, and you'll have yourself the second Great Fairy. For the third fairy, you want to head to the outskirts stable west of central Hyrule, where he'll explain that the fairy won't open until she hears the sound of a flute. You want to head over to this stable just northeast of the Farron Sea, where you'll find the Piper hidden up a tree. If you talk to Piper, he'll explain to you that he needs 10 sunset fireflies and you have to go out and collect it for him. The woodlands just north of where you met Piper will be home to many fireflies. Just be sure to sneak up on them and grab them, because if they hear any noise, they'll be able to fly away. Also, if you're lucky like me, there'll be a merchant riding on a horse in the middle of the woods where you'll be able to buy the fireflies from him. If you head on back to Piper, he'll ask you to bring his friend out so she can see the firefly display while he plays his flute. After the firefly display, Piper will then explain he's going to go back and meet up with the rest of the band in the other stable. And yet again, the band is unable to get to the Great Fairy without having some sort of vehicle to take their carriage all the way to the top. So using the materials that are on the floor given to you, pick up their cart and stick it on this big off-road monster truck, and you should be able to take them all the way up the hill. Once you've reached the top, the band will play, and you will have yourself a third Great Fairy. The fourth and final fairy head over to the Snowfield stable in the top left corner of the snowy tundra. Our mate Mastro will explain to us that to get the next fairy, their horn player who's been missing is required to open up the pod. So you want to make your way to the far west corner of the map, just west of Piper Ridge, where you'll find the horn player stuck in a ditch, and you'll need to construct something to get him out of here. Using the parts that are available to you at the bottom of this ditch, construct the flying mechanism together to help take the horn player out of the ditch. Once you've got the horn player out of the ditch, he'll then explain that he's going to meet up with the rest of the band back at the snowy tundra in the stable you were previously at. Head on back to Snowfield stable, and using the parts that are next to their carriage, you want to construct a roof to protect the entire band while they make their journey up the hill. Next, you want to make sure that you have a harness on your horse, and the first thing you're going to do is attach the harness to the cart on the horse, and it's ready to take the band up the hill. Once you've made it to the top, the band will do their thing, and for the final time, the pod will open and you have the fourth and final fairy. And with the quest being completed, you can now maximize your armor given that you have the right materials now that you've found the fourth and final fairy.